Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight is no ordinary night. Tonight, something invisible is happening, a discreet but powerful call. And if you feel this thrill, this strange sensation in your heart, it's not a coincidence. It's a reminder for attentive hearts. Tonight may weigh heavier than any night in the last 10 years. Tonight can be the moment that changes everything, that undoes years of forgetting, that opens the door that you thought was permanently closed. And you, the chosen one, have you heard this call? Look around you. The world is sleeping, but your heart is awake. You feel it, don't you? This inner turmoil, this spiritual fatigue that seeks an answer. What if Allah had chosen you to this specific night? And if this night was your secret meeting with Him? Many live for entire years without realizing that a single moment, a single sajda, a single tear can transform everything. Don't let this moment fade into oblivion, because tonight, Allah t'attend. In the divine balance, not all nights are equal. Allah, in His wisdom, has placed moments of immense spiritual value, capable of erasing entire years of errors, forgetfulness, and distance. Tonight may be one of those moments, a discreet but decisive moment. You may have prayed for years without feeling, without crying, without really connecting. But just one night, this night, with a sincere heart, can change everything. Because it is not the duration nor the quantity, but sincerity, the concentration, the truth of your heart who counts. Remember the stories of those who changed everything in one night, companions of the Prophet who, after a life of sin or error, heard a verse, felt a thrill, and said, "Here I am, Ya Allah," and everything changed. Their destiny has taken an eternal turn. Why not you? Why not this evening? What you can do before Allah this night can weigh more than 10 years of negligence. Allah is not limited by time. He watches your heart now. What if tonight was your opportunity to be reborn, to erase, to start again? Allah's chosen ones are not necessarily the most visible nor the most applauded by people. They are often those who live in the shadows, but whose the heart is illuminated by divine light. It is those who hear reminders like this and whose hearts shudder. They are the ones who know that even the beating of a wing in the night can be a sign. Because the signs of Allah are not always loud. Sometimes it's just unusual fatigue, an uncontrollable tear, a feeling of emptiness, or on the contrary, a strange peace. But those who are elected recognize these signals. They don't ignore them. They don't run away from them. They understand that this life is a field of trials, and that the connection with Allah, their source, is what allows them to weather the storms without sinking. The elected officials do not let themselves be carried away by the agitation of the dunya. They know that tonight, this precise moment, may be a disguised response to an invocation formulated months ago. They understand that when Allah prepares a great elevation, He often begins by awakening hearts. But be careful. Many are elected, but few know it. Many feel these thrills, these calls to return, but stifle them with distraction or procrastination. Don't be one of them. If your heart hears this reminder, if your soul is alert tonight, do not push it away. Because the elected officials who respond to these reminders become those whom Allah uses for noble missions, for powerful spiritual tasks, to spread light in darkness. And you, chosen by Allah, are you ready to answer the call? Are you ready to embrace what you were chosen to do? For tonight, your name could be included in the list of close servants, or remain forgotten if you look away. What many don't realize is that every spiritual uplift often begins in a season of pain or confusion. This strange fatigue that you feel, this feeling of emptiness despite your efforts, this inner struggle that no one understands. All this is not the result of chance. It is the language of Allah, a language that speaks to your soul much more than to your intellect. It is not a simple drop in energy. It may be the intensity of an interior birth, that of a heart that begins to see beyond the veil of ordinary life. Have you asked Allah to bring you closer to Him? Did you cry for a transformation, for an answer, for a sign? So this feeling of exhaustion, of overflow, of loneliness is perhaps proof that He is tearing you away from what is preventing you from seeing Him clearly. When Allah loves you, He does not leave you to your comfort. He tears you away from everything that delays your light. He destroys what separates you from Him, even if you were attached to it. It hurts, yes, but it's a sacred pain, that which precedes the elevation. You may be in this phase where you don't understand why things are closing down in front of you, why people move away, why results are not coming despite your work. But what if all this wasn't a rejection, but divine protection? Allah sometimes closes doors so that you look towards Him. He isolates you so that you only listen to His voice. He empties your world to fill your heart with His presence. And that's why tonight is so important. Tonight, Allah may have prepared a moment of intimacy with Him for you. A prayer that no one sees, but that the angels record. A word in your sujood that triggers a response you've been waiting for years. A tear that erases 10 years of mistakes. Tonight, you don't need to understand everything. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be present, sincere, vulnerable before Him. This is the strength of the elected. Because being an elect is not being without sin. It is to be chosen, to get up faster, to come back stronger, to feel more deeply. Elected officials are not perfect, but they are sensitive to reminders. They don't let opportunities pass them by. And tonight is a huge opportunity. It is a portal between you and the invisible, between your current situation and what Allah has already written for you. So bow down, talk to Him like never before. Cry if you have to cry. Empty your heart in the silence of the night. Because it is possible that at this precise moment, the throne of Allah be attentive to your voice. You may have spent months or even years praying for something specific. A door to open, a pain to heal, a direction to follow. You repeated the same invocations, day after day, sometimes with the feeling of being ignored. But Allah never ignores His servants. He listens to every word, every sigh, every silence. If He hasn't answered you yet, it's because He has reserved you the perfect moment. And this moment, it might be tonight. The night holds a secret that few understand. In the silence of darkness, hearts are laid bare, souls become more receptive, and Allah, in His majesty, closer to His servants than ever. The Prophet said that during the last third of the night, Allah descends to the lowest heaven and says, "Who calls upon me so that I may answer him? Who asks me so that I may give to him? Who implores my forgiveness so that I may forgive him?" Tirmidhi. This night can be the spiritual turning point that you are waiting for. It's not a night like any other. It's not just another night. If your heart is agitated, if your soul is more awake, if you feel an inner pressure that calls you to prayer, don't ignore it. It's a sign, a call, a divine appointment. The chosen ones are those who respond when Allah calls. And it's not always in public, in front of people. The truly elected officials are often discreet. We don't know them, but heaven knows them. They pray when everyone is asleep. They cry when the world laughs. They feel things that others overlook. And tonight, you are one of them. If you feel this gentle but insistent pressure in your heart, it is because you are called to something greater. Don't resist. Don't let this night go like any other. Do this sajda. Speak to your Lord. Even if you don't know what to say, start with Ya Rab. Even if the words don't come out, tears can speak for you. Tonight, your heart is heard, your soul is seen, and your sincerity can break down years of barriers. Allah's chosen ones are not perfect, but they are true. They know how to recognize the blessed moment when it presents itself. And now look at your heart. Feel what you feel. This is not a coincidence. Allah guided you here for a reason. Tonight, He has chosen you to meet Him in the privacy of the night. This is where everything can change. Are you aware of what you just heard? This reminder is not a simple message. It's an invitation, a heavenly opportunity. A moment suspended in time where Allah spoke to you, not through a voice, but through the signs, the feelings, the thrills in your heart. Tonight is perhaps the answer to years of silence, of patience, of solitude. Don't let this night be another night, because that night, the one you are experiencing now, may be worth more than 1,000 others. One night of sincerity can erase years of forgetfulness. A sincere prostration can surpass hundreds of mechanical prayers. A genuine tear can open doors that your efforts alone could never cross. Allah is looking at you now, not with severity, not harshly, but with immense love. He waited for you. He looked for you. He let you down sometimes just to bring you back. And now that you're here, He wants to welcome you. Open your heart to Him like never before. Talk to Him without filter, without fear, without a mask. Perhaps by prostrating yourself this evening, the angels will inscribe your name among those close to them. Maybe a decree you've been waiting for so long will be released. Maybe a burden you can no longer carry will be lifted, but it all starts now. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Do not be among those who reject the call. Do not be among those who feel and forget. Be among those who hear and respond, among those whom heaven recognizes, among those whom the light surrounds in the night. You who are elected, tonight is for you. Tonight is a divine appointment. Don't miss it.